why giving your employees the freedom to do whatever they want doesn't always work. Let me explain, all right?
Hey Tom Ping, love what you're doing on your channel, buddy. Super congrats. You know, giving your time and energy to nonprofit business channel. Look, man, keep driving that audience. So Tom Ping, look forward to spending some time with you. I know you got the right mindset, so I'd love for you to share some of that from the big V. God bless, be great. 10X.
So when you think about companies like Google, for example, they have really good benefits. For example, all right, maybe they don't ask you to go to work on time. It's about what you achieve, not so much about how many hours you work in the office, but just to tell you that most Google workers, most Google employees actually work very long hours, all right? But they don't have a requirement saying that you must come to work at 9 a.m. And they also stock the fridge, they have a nice kitchen, they have a nice gym in the office, and they don't tell you exactly what to do, and they just let the employees have a lot of freedom, a lot of freedom to create, a lot of freedom to innovate. And Google is a great company because of that. And a lot of companies, when they see Google like that and they want to imitate it, all right? They want to give the employees a lot of freedom. It's about giving employees flex hours. So come to work anytime you want, leave anytime you want, as long as you get the job done, okay? So a lot of companies do that. And guess what? When they do that, they're near bankruptcy, okay? All of those companies that try to copy these type of management styles, they all fucking die. Why is that? Well, let me explain. You see, I made that mistake too. When I started my first Vietnamese company, I was really into this guy called Simon Sinek, and he talked about like managing your company, taking care of your employees first. If you take care of the employees, then they will take care of the company. Sounds reasonable, right? And I was really into the Simon Sinek guy, and I actually watched a lot of his YouTube. I read his book, and I thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna manage my company the way Simon Sinek says that it should be managed. And guess what? It was a total fucking disaster. Employees start not coming to work. They even asked me, can they only work 4 days a week? They even asked me, can I come to work at 11? Because there are no rules, because we just give them a lot of freedom, and in theory, if they have a lot of freedom, they will innovate, and they will create, and they will make the company great. Yes? No? Of course not. And that first year of me running a company here in Vietnam was a total fucking disaster because of what I did. It was my mistake because I decided to follow Simon Sinek and provide a kind of work environment that gives employees a lot of freedom. And actually, this only works if you hire the right people, all right? You have to understand, when Google hire people, and I know some people that work at Google, and they have to go through about 20 interviews, all right? 20 interviews to get accepted at Google. They have to go through an IQ test, they have to go through some personality tests, they have to go through so many interviews. So what I'm saying is that Google, when they hire people, they actually select the very few of the very few. They select maybe 0.001% of the candidates, meaning that the kind of people they pick, they are very proactive, they care about the career, they naturally work 18 hours a day, all right? So that's why Google doesn't need to give them working hour requirements, because those people will naturally work 18 hours a day, all right? And that's why they can give them all the benefit, all the freedom for them to create and innovate. But you are not one of those people, and most people are not like that. Most people are fucking lazy. Let's admit it, all right? Most people are fucking lazy. If you don't give them a goal, a mission, if you don't motivate them, they're just gonna sit there and jack off and watch TV and jack off and watch TV and jack off, all right? So that's why most companies, when they copy Google, when they copy management style, mostly from the West, like that, they fail, they die, because you don't hire the same people like Google did, all right? In order to have a management environment like Google, you gotta hire people like Google, all right? So that's the difference. And that's why management is important. You have a lot of people, you want them to do the same thing, you want them to follow the same process, you need management, because human nature does not want to do the thing that you want them to do, all right? They don't want to do what you want them to do, all right? They want to be against you. They want to do opposite of what you want to do. That's human nature, and that's why you need management. And management means you got to build process, you got to build KPI, you got to build OKR, whatever that is, right? You got to build all the systems in place so that you don't have to manage them by emotions, by feelings. You manage them through process and systems. And that is what I learned over the last 6 years as I run companies here in Vietnam, that you gotta manage people through system, process, and rules, all right? Because not everybody you hire is gonna be super motivated, work 18 hours a day, no matter what, put career first. Not everybody's like, that's like 0.001% of the population, and you're very lucky if you find them, all right? So take some fucking action, think about how you're managing your company, and don't be a fucktard.